Before we hear those first beats of your favorite theme song, we want to ask for your support. If Homemaker Chic podcast has become a comforting part of your week and encouragement, something you listen to while folding laundry, driving to work, or tending your garden, we'd be honored if you'd help us keep it going. Your Patreon support helps us continue creating conversations like this week after week, free for everyone to enjoy. If you'd like to join us, visit patreon.com/Homemaker Chic podcast. Thank you for being here. Now let's start the show. Welcome to Homemaker Chic podcast. We are so happy to be back with you today. I need to confess, 2 seconds before we hit record, I just stubbed my toe on my chair and half my toenail is gone. So I'm seeing stars and Shay goes, "This is you," which is what we say to each other when it's the other person's day to introduce the show. So bear with me if you're watching on audio and my eyes are full of tears and wow. It's like a cartoon, where it's throbbing and it's just hanging there. But the show
Angela.
must go on. It's so bad. I can't think straight. It hurts so bad, Shay. So we're rescuing the art of homemaking from the daily grind and no toenails.
Oh, gosh. Can you hear me?
I can.
You can hear me.
I
Okay.
just feel a little discombobulated because right before we signed on as well, the internet on Angela's side went kaput. So,
Okay. Well, I was going to make you feel better. I want to tell you this story.
Okay.
I saw this performance, a stage performance of something very grand, obviously very professional. And one of the gentlemen who was on stage, his pants ripped, revealing the thong that he was wearing underneath his costume. And he just marches out with the most amazing confidence, full cheeks for the world to see.
was he a dancer?
The show must go on. The show must go on.
Oh my gosh. Well, I won't show you my toe. So,
Yes.
All right.
Okay, welcome
How are you?
everyone. How is everyone today? Angela, I'm doing good.
Okay, good.
I'm
Good.
doing good.
There's your black we talked about a few weeks
I
ago.
know. I know.
Great. I like
Do you
that.
think it works?
Oh, yeah, it works.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It works. It works
I
for
didn't
me
know
too.
if-
I just don't like myself in it for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know,
You know
if
what?
behind the scenes you were like, oh, she thinks that
There's
looks
that
good.
black she's wearing again. What does she think she is? You know what I've realized because I have worn black a few times. Oh my gosh, I'm going to faint. Since we did that show, it's wintertime black. So I can't do a black turtleneck or a black sweater. If I can have tan chest, tan arms, tan shoulders, I'm all good. It's the full drape that I think makes me feel icky.
That's fair. I mean,
Okay.
I think winter skin just makes people feel icky too.
Honestly.
Nothing really helps. That's why people wear really beautiful scarves. They're just I don't.
We're
Look here.
draping. We're
Look
draping.
Here. Don't look here. Look here. Do you see the silk pattern?
Yeah. Okay, I have to address something because if I get one more message, I love you guys so much. This is the oil. I mentioned the name and where to find it a few weeks ago.
Okay.
This is it. This is what it looks like. It's called
I am not
Nukes.
going to buy this, but I want to tell you
Okay.
that I use Toupe's Glow Serum because that's what I do have. I got all ready and I put it all over my shoulders and Stu kept looking at me. I was like, what? He's like,
Why
you
are
look
you
so
glowing?
glowy.
I
You look
love
so
that.
glowy. He loved it. So
I
if
love
you have
their
glow
little-
serum,
Yeah. And their little, the pot,
the pot.
the little shimmer pot they have. Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
There you
for sure.
go.
For sure. For the cheekbones, baby. Mhm.
There you go.
Mhm.
So you know where to find that at least.
Absolutely.
Yes. Fun comments this week.
Yeah. Okay. I have to tell a story though.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about work today. So we're going to talk about Shay's got something big and
So many comments about work come through.
yeah, that's why we're going to talk about work today because basically you guys asked us to. But I have to give a shout out. I might cry to Amy. So with the shop, Joel typically opens and then I come in the afternoons. and he opened the other day, and I pulled up to bring him a sandwich. And as I was pulling up, I can kind of like tell. Sometimes I can tell from the parking lot, like who knows and who doesn't, who's just driving by chance, and who knows. So I saw this beautiful Suburban pull up, and this darling family with lots of small children got out, and I ran in, dropped Joel's sandwich off, and I was coming back to my own Suburban, and somebody said, "Angela?" from the parking lot. I'm like, I knew it, because most of the time people aren't pulling up to my shop with 5 children, So I'm like, this is a podcast listener. I could just tell. And so, hello to Amy and her sweet family. And Amy had her moment, but I think my moment was even bigger than Amy's. I think I cried the whole visit. Amy's a longtime listener she's a longtime listener to the show. She loves the show. She's maybe commented but once. Show means a lot to her, and she had really, really kind things to say. But honestly, we've talked a lot about like things changing for you and I. Her little people were all around her, and they were following her around like my people used to follow me around, like little ducklings. And I just started crying. And I didn't tell her why. I think maybe she thought I was responding to her very kind words. But I was just celebrating her sweet family with her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so precious. And I just wanted to like grab her and say, please savor every moment on my behalf, and they like little ones in wellies with the blankie, and then little 8-year-old boys, and just like so beautiful. See, I'm crying
so
again.
Sweet.
It was so sweet. We had the best visit. And so thank you, Amy, for coming to the shop. She comes to Door County every year, but doesn't come this far north. And she came, and she was precious. What a good mom. Beautiful woman, and so sweet. There's Ange crying again.
Amy, she's actually crying about her toe. She just needed to tell that story so she could excuse it. I had somebody who sent me an Instagram message yesterday, and she said, "Shay, I want to come with you to Italy so bad, but like we are in baby land."
Yeah.
And I texted her back or messaged her back, and I said, "Girl, Italy's not going
the
anywhere.
Boat ain't moving."
Okay.
Right.
You soak up those sweet, sweet, precious little things.
Gosh.
And I used to hate when people tell me that, because I was aware. I was so aware in the moment how amazing what I was doing. I thought about this last night. Stuart and I got into bed. I've gone to bed with that man pretty much every night for 20 years. I got into bed and I snuggled up to him, and I was like, "Oh, I love you so. I love having a bed to get into. I love curling up in bed with you." And I just pray. That's how I tried. That's how I say thank you. Lord, thank you. I see this blessing. Thank you.
Right.
That's been 20 years. And it still dumbfounds me how special it is. The same is true for kids. You can be aware in the moment how amazing it is, how hard it is, how amazing it is. It still passes you by. The time still passes you by. Just because you appreciate it doesn't make it like magically longer.
Right. That is so true. Yeah.
You can be aware of it. You can savor every minute. It still passes you by. Wah, wah.
Oh, golly. I was like, I just like made it. We took a photograph together. No makeup on, and I was crying, which means good. My nose was the size of my face, and it was bad.
Lovely. It's a picture she'll save forever.
She's like, "I'm not on social media." I'm like, thank goodness. Oh, wait, we have some comments. Do you want to go to comments?
Yes, let's go to the comments.
They're fun.
Rachel's asking
They're
skin
fun.
thing.
Yeah.
Rachel Spence Cummings is asking, ladies, please answer. When moisturizing with olive oil, Doesn't it leave the skin sticky? Does it leave your clothes with greasy stains?
Okay, do you do this or is this an Ange thing? Because
No, I do it, but I do it in the shower. So like if you sugar scrub with olive oil,
Okay.
do it, and then I rinse off afterwards. So it's not sticky.
Okay. I don't find it sticky. So I do a sugar scrub as well, and then I'll use it when I get out.
Mm.
And then I'm not the type to like get dressed. I don't like to have my clothing on. I mean, I wear clothing, but like I don't want my outfit on. I do not want my outfit on while I'm getting ready because that just grosses me out. I'm sweaty and like whatever, blow drying my hair or whatever. So I kind of put my pajamas back on or a big t-shirt or something like that. So by the time I get dressed, it's absorbed. But I don't find it sticky at all anyways, and I've never had it stain my clothing, and I swear by it. So
okay. Well, there you go. Crown and Country says, happy birthday, Angela.
Thanks.
Angela turned 37
Thank you.
this week.
Yesterday,
and we're just celebrating her and the blessing that she is to all of us.
I'm such a blessing.
Heather said, happiest of birthdays, Angela. God grant you many years. You've only had 37, so you have a lot more to go.
I have a lot more. Yeah.
Okay, here's one from Sierra. We talked about paint on last week's episode, the Eat, Drink, and Be Lovely episode. Sierra says, holy moly, ladies, I was on my 5th can of test paint at Sherwin-Williams when you were talking about paint colors.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that funny? It's so serendipitous. Much to my excitement, you brought up ambient light, yellow. I rushed to the paint store 40 minutes away and bought it. Hallelujah, my paint search is over, and my family/husband thanks you. Now I need to decide on color of drapes for my living room to go along with the ambient light. Kitchen with green island, oak cabinets. I have an open floor plan. Any suggestions?
No pressure. Could you blindly decorate my living room for me? Something with green and yellow.
There you go. Okay.
A plaid.
Yeah. I'm like,
do you still have those plaid drapes, Shay?
Plaid stripes?
No, I swear you had plaid 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Oh, they're like the tartan ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them. I put them up in the winter.
Golly, those are so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like a forest Scottish green. Let's call it a Scottish green with like red and yellow. Oh, they're so pretty. I don't remember where I got them, but yeah. I like to change. Sometimes I just keep a collection of drapes and just kind of change them out because it makes you feel lifted. You know?
Well, it's a big deal. Like, it's a lot easier than painting, and it's a lot easier than wallpaper. I'm always on the hunt for yardage. Like, anytime I see it, garage sale, wherever, discount, I'm buying it because nothing is easier to make than a curtain panel, and it just makes all the difference.
Plus, your curtains do need to be washed.
I know.
We have hit that point in the summer where I'm like, where are all these little cobwebs and like bugs coming from?
Oh, it just hit a fever pitch
really
here.
Constant.
It's really bad. I'm like, I swear I just Swiffered that chandelier yesterday. Right. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. We call them skeeter eaters.
Oh.
You know, the big dopey ones that fly around your ceiling and then they die and leave their corpses in your windowsills. It's quite lovely.
Exoskeletons abound.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, here's a comment from Rory. Evidence that I've followed you all for so many years. Watched you make the walk-in and am thrilled for you to get a cooler and a new to you truck. Hallelujah. I think this is just so wonderful. I love being in an environment like this where people lift each other up. I don't know. It just sort of struck me that people are celebrating with you.
I tell you what,
celebrating it.
Ask me how many laps I've done around the horn here with Bruno Mars, just like cranked. So fun.
What are you talking?
I'm talking in my truck. I'm just go for drives. I'm like,
what are we doing?
No, I'm going for a drive. I'm like, kids, who wants to go for a drive? And I go like around we have a couple bays, you know, so you go, I would call it around the horn, like hit a few towns and they're like, Mom, can you please turn it down? Nope.
I do what I want. I'll do what I want. Do you know? Here's a little fun thing for you guys. Do you know the Scottish singer Paolo Nutini? Italian dad.
He sounds really Scottish.
He's totally Scottish. His mom's Scottish. His dad's Italian.
Okay.
He was raised in Scotland. So Paolo Nutini was like a big, not big, slightly obscure pop star.
What's our opposites, Shay?
He was a big star to me.
Okay.
Okay. But he had this really popular song called New Shoes. I'm not going to sing it for you. Okay.
I'm writing all this down.
Anyway, back in the day, like when I'm 19, 20, 21, I'm deep in Paolo land. Okay. Love him. And I still love him. 20 years later, I celebrate his entire catalog, as we say in our family. Celebrate his entire catalog.
It's great.
Paolo Nutini is so fun. He will rip your heart out in sadness, and then he will like send you to the moon with joy. There is no box he fits in. I can't say he makes music like this or this or this. He makes it all. He has so much fun. And it's the kind of music where there'll be strings in this one and trumpets in this one. And like,
I love that.
This one's blues and this one's like rock and this one's pop. And like, it's so fun. And I have not stopped playing Paolo Nutini in my new car. I'm like, this is it. This is a Paolo car. They were made to be together because it's so zippy and fun. And I just think that's so fun. Anyway, if you need some good summer music, listen to Paolo Nutini. Oh my gosh.
That's so great. So
I love him.
I have yet to make a Spotify for the shop.
Oh.
So like Joel goes and he logs into my Spotify and he puts on like Charles Aznavour, like some French playlist, right? And then I get in the truck and I like turn on like Ex-Girlfriend by No Doubt and I just crank it and all of a sudden it plays in the shop. I'm like, I grab my phone. I'm like, sorry.
Oh, I love that song though.
Oh yeah.
Love so great. No Doubt. Love some No Doubt.
Okay, so I got him here. Paolo.
Okay.
All right.
Paolo. I'm going to see him in concert one day. There's a couple of artists I need to see.
Wait, how many years ago was he 12 when you were listening to him? Because he's 39.
I mean, I remember being on my way.
He was born in 1987. He's a wee bairn.
That means I guess we were the same age. I mean, I was born in 86, so.
Oh, shut up, honestly. Well, wait, when was I born if I just turned?
So I sent Angela this real Instagram. You've seen that trend of people who are like setting up for their Netflix documentary? It's hilarious. Okay, well,
that one was so funny, Shay, that you sent me.
It was like setting up for my Netflix documentary about how I fell in love with Jude Bellingham during World Cup. And I'm old enough to be his mother. I am totally disoriented to time and space at 40. I'm already disoriented. I'm like, we're the same age.
It only gets worse. Yeah. It only gets worse.
It's strange. I remember my parents telling me, oh, we don't feel 50. Oh, we don't feel 60. I'm like, what do you mean? You are 50. You are 60.
You're like, get out. Yeah.
Now I know exactly what they mean. Your brain doesn't. I don't know.
Okay.
Here we are.
Here's Erin from Down Under. Okay.
From Down Under.
Queensland. The week you started the podcast was the week we moved on to 43 acres with a toddler and a newborn. And you have been a huge source of encouragement and laughs. Love watching you both evolve. Shay, I also started working out CrossFit 2 years ago after being an exercise hater my whole life. I love how strong my body feels. So many things you have both discussed have inspired me along the way in homemaking, entrepreneurship, and motherhood.
Nice. Well, you're going to like today's episode because we're going deep into entrepreneur land. So hold with us for 1 second, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Okay. Let's start with your shop.
Okay.
Since so many listeners pop by.
I can't believe it, you guys. Now. I can't believe it. So 2 or 3 days before we opened, you can kind of tell because so the shop is like a cottage with a greenhouse attached, a big greenhouse. It's like 25 by 41 or something like that. And so we use the cottage for storage right now for chaos. Eventually that will be part shop, part office. And the shop is in the greenhouse. Like that's where all the inventory is. So I open the door because it gets really warm in there, obviously. And I can see who drives by. So I saw a vehicle driving by like really slow, and then like women kind of like curiously getting out of their vehicle. And I just popped my head out. I said, "We're not open, but do you want to come in?" And turns out she was a podcast listener from Arkansas. Like,
Jeez.
oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I have had somebody come in from Florida. Her husband had a work trip.
What?
A work trip in Wisconsin. She's like, "Oh, you're taking me and we're going to Door County." And I cannot, I'm like humbled, and I'm literally stunned at how many people come in and say they listen to the show. And they don't all say it right off the bat. Sometimes at checkout, they're like, "Oh, and by the way, love the show." You know, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. So, Amy, who I gave a shout out to a little while ago, she told me, she said, we had to like try to find the shop. She goes, "You never say the name and you never say where it is." So entrepreneur,
follow us for more business advice.
Seriously. So she's like,
gosh.
"I didn't know if it was called Parisian Farm Girl or Everyday Chateau." The shop is Everyday Chateau, and it is in Ephraim, Wisconsin, and it'll pop right up if you type in Everyday Chateau on the internet.
I'll tell you what.
I'm amazing.
I'll tell you what. I've been working with this new marketer, and we'll get into this, but she was like, "Hey, you have to log into this thing in Meta." So I logged in, and I found this folder of messages dating back to 2017 that I didn't know existed.
Oh gosh, I don't want to know.
I almost threw up. Follow me for more business.
Somebody messaged me the other day and I found it by chance. She's like, she was asking about the oil. She's like, "Do you check these? Do you see these messages?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't." I could feed my kids, or I could spend all day looking for messages I haven't found yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys you've asked us a lot about our businesses and how they work and how the family works. And I think it's becoming more and more relevant because I think a lot of women are finding that they sort of need to work.
I'm not laughing. Like that it's really expensive.
That life is expensive.
Yeah.
Or just that maybe they need a purpose, or maybe that's just how they're set up or whatever. Whether you're working in or outside of the house. So if you don't work outside the home, God bless you. But it still might be interesting for you to hear how Angela and I have sort of carved our way out of this wild world.
Yeah. So let's like ping pong.
This episode can still be for you.
Sure. Exactly. Let's go back and forth. So we're not like one's not just yapping the whole time, and we'll kind of compare notes on what we're doing and how we do things.
Okay. The season is making it lovely. So we're talking about making work lovely. And I do want to dive into the details of our work because there is a lot going on. But I also want to just sort of squat for a second in this idea that having a job outside of your home is difficult. And in the sense that any amount of time you commit to work, you're not able to commit to your home.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And so there is absolutely no scheduling, no optimizing that accounts for the fact that part of your energy and devotion is now having to be directed towards something else.
Yeah, I don't think there's any level of efficiency or bullet point or nugget or takeaway, like nothing. That just falls under the something's got to give category.
Right.
Full stop.
That's just what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is. So when we talk about making it lovely, we're not talking about necessarily changing your life circumstance. It's saying, look, this is where we are.
Mm-hmm. Or here's how to make it stress-free. Or no.
No. It's just, this is where we are, and acknowledge it. And do your best. And I don't mean that in an overly simplistic way. I just mean things change, and that's kind of, I want to give them sort of a broad overview of like, let's go back to the beginning. Like, how has Parisian Farm Girl changed? Y'all, Angela started Parisian Farm Girl 20 years ago, 22 years ago.
Yeah.
21.
Mm-hmm.
21 years ago. Okay. That is such a significant period of time.
Yeah.
I follow this woman on Instagram, and then we'll get to this. I follow this woman on Instagram, Fine Heart Shepherdess, love her. She does great stuff. She lives in this dome. Like, her and her teenage boys built this like dome and have like lived in the elements in this dome. And it's really cool in Idaho. She met somebody. They decided to get married. They're moving to Montana. And like, her followers were sort of like upset that she was going to leave the dome. They're like, take the dome with you. And I messaged her, and I really rarely do this, but I was like, look, girl, things change. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Go get married and live in Montana. God bless you. Truly, because no one wants to stay in the same place. Right. I shouldn't say that. A lot of people want to stay in the same place. Angela and I do not want to stay in the same place.
I'm not afforded that.
Even with work.
I can't, like life, that would be very challenging to dig your heels in and go, no, I'm going to stay the same. All this is whooshing by me at light speed.
Maybe you can, but you won't get any money. Like, you won't. We're talking about work. Like, you won't have maybe a job if you dig your heels in.
Well, the irony is, I didn't start Parisian Farm Girl as a job at all. I didn't at all. I started it because I'm the eldest grandchild, okay? And all my little cousins were on Facebook, and they were posting their burritos they ate for dinner. And I thought, that is really sophomoric. I do not want to do that. But we were at my grandma's farm, and everybody was talking about Facebook. So this is 21 years ago, mind you. And then my mom's friend had started a blog. And then my mom came, and she's like, I think I'm going to do this thing called blogging. And I was like, oh, I'm in. That sounds like fun. Because I was like, oh, look at this baby. Oh, I want to like have somewhere where my grandma can like log in and see this baby. That was such a big deal because he was the first great grandchild then. But I didn't want to be on Facebook. So I thought, okay, what? Okay, I got to come up with a name. And I love names. I love naming things. Like, I could work for OPI and name nail polish. I just think, oh, that's so fun. So I just like stewed. What could I call myself? Who am I? I thought, oh my gosh, well, I want to have a farm someday. I want either my grandparents' farm or my own. And I love Paris. So I'm Parisian Farm Girl. So I made it .blogspot.com. And then that night.
.blogspot.com.
Right?
That's right.
Yep. And then I woke up in the middle of the night. I sat up in bed and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if I can change that. Because I wanted to spell it like the obnoxious French feminine way with this, which is the IENNE. I thought, oh, that would be so much prettier. Of course, nobody can spell my business name still to this day.
Still.
But that's how it started. And I just started like just telling like anecdotal stories about this baby I was so in love with. And then one day I rearranged my living room and I changed my header photo to my coffee table with two like yellow Louis chairs that I had in the background, and people went crazy. And I was like, oh, you're interested in how I rearranged my living room? Do tell, and that's sort of what started that. And then I met you like years later. And like a good 8 years later, and you had monetized your blog, and monetization like was a word I didn't even know.
Oh, I didn't really know it then either.
I know, but you had like Amazon link. Like, I didn't know people were doing that. I just thought this was a Facebook alternative. I was so naive.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that for years and years and years until I finally got into a blogging community.
You got in like a group or something. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you can make a living doing this. And so I was like, well, I had babies at the time, but I enjoy being creative, and it always finds a way to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a real outlet, the photography and the writing and all the pieces of this. And so that's where it started. And then I don't know, I guess I like blabbing too much. And I was like, well, I'll just blab into a book and blab into these blog posts and
Mm-hmm.
et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, that's how we're here ultimately. I do think I can really trace God's hand of just providence in it all. And it's not how I saw things going, but life rarely is.
Right.
It rarely is. And now this is what we do.
Hi, friends, it's Angela. We've got something very special for you today. Homestead Living is offering Homemaker Chic listeners a complimentary digital back issue of their flagship magazine. That includes an article Shay wrote called Cultivating a Beautiful Life, and it features her on the cover. That's a $9 value, totally free. You'll get immediate access to it and their wonderful Homestead Living weekly newsletter, which is basically a weekly mini email version of their gorgeous magazine. Get your free digital back issue with Shay on the cover at homesteadliving.com/homemakerchic. That's homesteadliving.com/homemakerchic. Do you know how frustrating it is to wake up hot in the middle of the night? That's one of the reasons I've been loving our sheets from American Blossom Linens. They're made from natural cotton and they stay so much cooler than a lot of the bedding I've ever used. Now, I have the white ones with the navy blue piping. They're beautiful, but they've made such a difference in how comfortably I sleep, especially during these warmer months. If you're ready for a better night's sleep, head over to American Blossom Linens and use our code HOMEMAKER2026 for 15% off.
We don't want to stop our quality products at the foods that we eat. Our skin is our body's largest organ, and as such, we should treat it with care and luxury. Luckily, with Tubes & Co. organic skincare and makeup, we can have both. This isn't your normal natural skincare. Emily and her team have done a fantastic job at using transparent ingredients without chemicals or fragrances, but ingredients that work. So whether you're looking for natural makeup like foundation or mascara or lipstick, or skincare like reparative serums, and my personal favorite, their new vitamin C serum, Tubes & Co. has what you need to support your body and your skin. I would highly encourage you to visit tubesandco.com/HMC to get 25% off your first order as a first-time customer. And while you're there, read some of the reviews. The verdict is in, and tens of thousands of women around the world have been able to keep their bodies free from harmful chemicals and build beautiful skin in the process. tubesandco.com/HMC. Although Joel and Stuart now both have jobs as well.
Right, because the economy called.
The economy called and cashed in all those checks.
Right.
Thank you, honey. Speaking of, it is funny when, people from the outside, I do get these messages every once in a while. Oh, will you go to Italy for work? Oh, that must be so hard for you. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm the staff.
Actually, it is.
I'm the staff. Okay. Yeah. I'm not the one taking the vacation.
Right.
But no, I feel nothing but grateful for how we've ended up with work the way that it is. And I'll be the first to say it is really difficult to keep work lovely, because especially when you own the business, work can really tend to consume you. And either you never want to see anyone again, and you're in this kind of like, oh, I hate this. This is so difficult. Or you're riding high and you don't want to be stopped to make chicken for dinner. You want to just work until your eyes glaze over.
Yes.
So it can be really hard to straddle some of that. And if any of you are creative, you can probably resonate with some of that, because I think we find that in the home too, right?
Well, I think it's the same lie. I think for me, the home lie is the same lie as the work lie, in that I'll eventually get ahead. I'll eventually get it all done. Like in the home, and the laundry will stay done, and the dishwasher will stay emptied, and the meals will stay prepped. And with work, it's like the emails will stay answered. The kids will stay cute. And then exactly. There's this like holding pattern lie. And it's both for me. It's in work and the home for me, for sure.
So, side note here. But I was thinking about our podcast last night because my sweet Georgia is going away to a writers' conference. She's flying for the first time without us across the country, meeting up with her group. They're doing this big thing together. And then she's flying home. Well, when she gets back, we only have like a week and a half until we leave for Italy. She's going to be 16. I just don't know what's happening. Okay. My life is flashing before my eyes. And she wants to dye her hair. She wants to put this like toner on it.
Welcome
for
to
her
the
birthday.
Club, Shay. I got one with pink hair. I got one with... Okay, go ahead.
It's just, I'm thinking about it. Okay. She's like, please think about it. You know, and she's very respectful. She's a really good kid. And I was like, okay. My instinct is to say no. Look at both of us are flashing right now. Mexico,
not
your
a
cameras
sponsor.
are not good.
Just hit your light. It should stop it if you just give it a tap.
Okay. Anyway, I decide to say yes because she is almost 16. Okay. She's just a few weeks away. So I say yes. And I realize that a home, a business, raising children, life, we try so hard to like hold it and contain it. And it's like blowing a dandelion. That was the image that came into my head, was like, you grew this beautiful dandelion and you love it and you cherish it and you're all so special. And then life blows on it and they just kind of go, which is what they're supposed to do. But, you know, we've talked about how you can't, you can't control, and we can segue this into work. Yeah. You can't control things. You cannot control things. Okay. You can do a good job with what you have. You can't control the economy.
No.
Okay. You can't control your adult children.
Yeah.
Like, they are their own little beautiful parcel and they're doing what they're supposed to do. But it's interesting because as we age, we think, oh, as I get better at this or I get more efficient at this, then it will all be systematic and it'll all be organized. No, girl, that is literally the opposite direction.
Oh, it's literally
as my
the
house
opposite.
stays cleaner, my kids are going wider and broader.
For sure.
And further.
Yeah.
Do you know, does that make sense?
It makes absolutely.
It was this really weird image of like,
yeah.
And that's what we say when we mean there's no arrival.
Right.
When I get clean bathrooms, I have kids in college or not here.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. No, that's just super true. It's, and you know, it's like, I would say like something snarky, like the sooner you can come to terms with that. But like I don't even know that there is such thing as coming to terms with that. And I think it's really, for me, like really important to go like, okay, how much am I trying to control here? What? Because a lot of things that we think are just being like responsible parenting or whatever is like, okay, I'll speak for myself, is actually like me wanting to control something so that I don't get hurt or I don't have to feel XYZ or whatever.
Right. Or that it reflects on you in a particular way.
It reflects on you, heaven forbid.
That's right.
Her bad hair dye job. What color is she going to do?
She already, I love her so much, but I already told her I really dislike her haircut. And she loves it. She's like, do you like
her little curly short thing that she's got going on?
And I just said, I'm sorry.
You tell her, Auntie Ange loves it. I think it's so cute. Okay. What color though? Like a color?
A little bit of a red.
Okay.
Like a strawberry-ish blonde.
I can see that.
Yeah, a little toner kind of a thing.
Okay.
Here we are.
I got one who was just letting it grow out the other day, and then I come home and she's like, I couldn't take it anymore. She's like, platinum in preparation for pink. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I love pink hair though. So it's fun.
Okay. So as it applies to work, you guys, I got to share this. Part of me cares so much that I can't breathe. And part of me is like, I'm 40. My kids are growing. To heck with it. Do you ever get to that point with work where you're just like, I don't know. The Elliott homestead is no more.
Take a moment, everyone. You can do it. Together, take a deep breath. It's all going to be okay.
We're going
to support Shay. It's going to be okay. She's not skinning rabbits anymore.
No, I think that's there's been a lot of tension lately with work. And I think it is because you're putting a round square. Wait.
You're doing that shape thing.
Whatever that thing is, that's what you're trying to do. Yeah. When we started, we still, by the way, we still have a homestead. Like I still actually do butcher sheep and chickens and all the things. Okay. But
that's not what you want to talk
about.
My
family has changed. Yeah. My family has changed so significantly. And I miss so badly. Dang it.
Don't do it, Shay.
I'm sorry.
Dang it. Anyways, I can't.
I stubbed my toe. I miss so badly those sweet days where they would just like be out in the garden with me, digging potatoes. And like they just wanted to be with me and we were milking the cow. Like it was just the most precious, wonderful time of life. I'm so grateful. Woo. Now 2 of them have a dairy allergy. And they have their own passions and pursuits. And they're these wonderful, lovely people. And my number one job always is to do right by the kids. That's how we say it. We look at each other. We got to do right by the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. That means we do hard things. We do and intentionally try to do selfless things to build them up. Mm-hmm. Okay. Home educating is not for the faint of heart. Raising contributing citizens is difficult work. Okay.
Yeah.
That is our number one job. My job is here to support that. My money job is here to support that job.
Yeah.
And our home is here to support that. My home is not here to be some weird idealistic version of pictures that I want to take in my mind.
Yeah.
Or some idealistic reality that I'm trying to manipulate around them. Mm-hmm. Our home is here to serve them. And when they were little, it did. Mm-hmm. It really did. And we for the almost 2 decades, we've built that framework around them. Anyway. Eventually you realize, they're going to benefit more from learning how to fill out job applications and manage money than they are skinning a rooster or plucking a rooster. Okay. They've got to have those experiences. And so one of, I think, the best piece about our work, and maybe what distinguishes it from a lot of work out there, is that what you see is what you get. If you show up to my house, it's going to look exactly like you think it looks. And we're going to be doing exactly what you think we're going to be doing. Right. We've only ever shared from this like hyper honest place. Mm-hmm. And that was feeling a little disjointed, I think. So anyway, the Elliott homestead is now Shay's Italian kitchen. All that's to say.
Love it. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. I keep wanting to talk to Stu about it, and he's like, okay.
She called me last week. She's like, can I think a rebrand. And I just started yelling.
I hate that word.
So what? It is what it is. I just was like, do it. Don't even think about it. Just go. Do it. That's exactly what you should do. Yeah.
Well, you always have like the devil and the angel on your shoulders, right? So like you have self-doubt, you have imposter syndrome. I think that's true of pretty much anybody in work.
Oh yeah.
You always have that like, I haven't talked to like my people in the Italian American community, but I did talk to my Italian community. And I messaged them and I talked to them about it. And I was like, look, I want to do this, but I want to do right by you. This isn't like, I'm not trying to overstep or live in this weird cliche or over romanticize. I just want to share. I go there and I have these experiences. I want to share that. Anyway, it was really sweet. All of them were like, please do it. And like, we'll send you ideas. I'm like, okay.
Yay.
Okay, let's do it then. So I feel excited about it, but there are times when you don't feel excited about work. There are times when you feel really excited about work. Do you remember feeling that way when you had like jobs when you weren't an entrepreneur?
I hated work.
You just hated it.
I didn't like, no.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Did you hear that? It sounded like an audio fart or something. That was the weirdest, like, air compression sound coming through my headphones. I have no idea what that sound was.
Okay.
I hope it's not on the recording. No,
Quick break. Hold on.
One of my favorite parts of ending the day is lighting a candle. It's such a simple ritual, but it changes the entire feeling of a home. Lately, I've been reaching for the candles from Salt and Light by Sammy because they're intentionally made with clean ingredients, and I love knowing they've put so much thought into what goes into every single candle. Their scents are warm and inviting without feeling overpowering, and they create exactly the kind of atmosphere I want in our home: peaceful, welcoming, and lived in. Whether I'm tidying up after dinner, sitting down with a book, or simply enjoying a quiet evening, lighting one has become part of my routine. I also love supporting a family-run business whose heart is helping people create homes that are both beautiful and intentional. If you're looking for a candle or fragrance that feels a little more thoughtfully made, I think you'll really enjoy Salt and Light by Sammy. You can browse their collection at Salt and Light by Sammy, that's SAMI.com, and use the code Homemaker Chic for 10% off at checkout.
Branch Basics is disrupting the cleaning space in really intentional ways. They fully disclose all ingredients on their packaging, which is something most conventional cleaning brands still don't do. Everything is fragrance-free and made with human-safe ingredients designed for everyday use across your home. Once you start paying attention, you'll realize a lot of conventional cleaning products contain ingredients that are linked to hormone disruption and skin sensitivity and respiratory irritation, even if they're marketed to look like they're safe and natural. Branch Basics line of surface cleaners is built around one powerful plant and mineral-based concentrate. You just dilute the concentrate to different ratios for different cleaning needs. And here's the good news. It's available now everywhere you shop: at Target, Target.com, Amazon, of course, and BranchBasics.com. And for anyone grabbing the premium starter kit, you can get 15% off at BranchBasics.com with our code Homemaker Chic. Use the code Homemaker Chic, all one word, at checkout for 15% off the premium starter kit. And after you purchase, when they ask where you heard about them, please be sure to mention the show.
No, I don't. No. I'm a born entrepreneur. Don't tell me what to do. Yep.
Okay. When I worked at the flower shop, I've told you guys this, I worked at a European flower shop for a decade. I loved it. Not that I loved every transaction, but I loved competence and I loved like the creative outflow of it. And I was really good at it. I really, really loved that job.
Cool.
And there are times when work can feel really lovely. And it's when you usually when you feel competent, you're like, oh, I got this.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things I've really enjoyed with the shop is, I go out around the counter and I get on the floor and interact with people. And I really love it.
Yeah. And you're good at it.
Talking about the antiques. I love talking about like I carry artwork that I've hand selected in Paris, and I love talking about like the history of the artist or whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of the like kitchenware stuff I carry is like from between the world wars. Well, I love history. Like, just give me an excuse and I'll tell them. I'm like, if you have a question about anything, like, I love to yap about whatever you're looking at. I can tell you a story. I can tell you where it came from. I can tell you anything you want to know, And that's been really fun. I had a couple come in a few weeks ago and bought like this big, gorgeous oil painting. And the painter was a student of Renoir. I mean, this painting was gorgeous. And she's like, I told him all the info at when we were out on the floor, and then up at the counter, she's like, can you tell me everything again? So she's like writing it down so she can like tell friends when they come over and whatever. So I really,
That
really enjoy
competence.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a very lovely feeling. It really is a lovely feeling. Like
Yeah.
work can feel lovely. It really can. Yeah.
Well, for me, this has been to take everything just like as far as this part of my job, having the shop now. So the online store I've had for, I don't know, 4 years or something. But the inventory has been on shelves in my basement. So for me to be able to take it over to the shop and style it,
Yeah.
so fun and give it
Mhm.
life. And then to be able, I always have had fun on the website, like doing the descriptions, like if there's a painting of an old building, like I will find an old black and white photograph of that building just to give some point of connection. Like you're actually looking at something, whatever, whatever. So to be able to like talk about
Yeah.
that and do that in person is then really, really
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah. It's fun.
Mhm.
Stu and I were talking about how oftentimes with work, one of the pieces that makes it lovely is how you can see how the Lord just like sort of connected these dots that you didn't even
For
necessarily
sure.
see or that
Yeah.
you didn't
No, we're there.
know
Yeah,
were
yeah.
there.
I,
Because when you look back, like when I look, Stu's the director for our homeschool co-op and also does some pulpit supply for our church. He was a pastor's kid. And he's one of those guys who studies theology in his off time. Okay. Um, I can very clearly see. And then he went to school for teaching because that was the only program that they offered through a distance, um, like cohort at the time.
okay.
And we couldn't afford to move. So he was like, well, I guess I'll go for education.
Okay. Okay.
All these beautiful little pieces where now it's like he's fulfilling. You get to see as you get older, you get to
Mm-hmm.
see how some of those threads are being drawn together.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same is true for your store. Like they're all these little pieces of Ange,
Mm-hmm.
from loving Princess Diana or studying Chanel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of these pieces, they build up to this orchestration of things. And I think at its best, work gets to be kind of an expression of some of those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got this image of like in the winter when you string cranberries and popcorn, like they're separate,
Yeah.
and then you take them and go push them all
Yeah.
together, and you're like, oh, now we have something.
And
Yeah.
now I can see where this was going. I can see where this was going the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
I thought about that a lot. I've been thinking obviously about work a lot
Mm-hmm.
this past week. I first went to Italy in 2007. And gosh, that feels like a long time ago.
Oh, because it was. Just so
I
you know.
and I remember that trip. I remember like weeping. Like I didn't know what to I didn't know how to express what I was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And then life just carries on. But I remember being in the flower shop and talking to all the people and being like, oh, we went here and here and here and here, but like this was my favorite or this part was my favorite. Then years later, Carla from Jovial Foods invited Stuart and I to come to see what she was doing over there. And so we went there and she had taken us to this olive oil factory. So this would have been in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
She took us to this olive oil factory that was a little further up north. And she's like, well, let's drive for a little bit further and let's go to Lake Como. And I stood on the edge of the lake and I wept. And I just looked at Stu. He's like, I know. Like, I know. I just get it out. It's okay. Like, you don't have to try to put a word to it.
Mm-hmm.
These things that don't really necessarily make sense, but you can see the string. Dolores, who we've had on here, Dolores didn't know me and I didn't know Dolores. And Dolores she asks for my number. For some reason, I give it to her. She calls my personal cell phone and is like, I want to take you to Sicily. I want to show you this place. I was like, okay, let's do it. I mean, that's a wild thing. And you're like, but why? It feels like the standalone, all these little things
Sure.
can feel like standalone segments of what of things.
Yeah.
And then they pull together. And you're like, oh, Lord, that's what you were doing this whole time.
Mm.
That's what you were doing this whole time. And that feels exciting, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Difficult, but exciting.
That's a great way to describe this. Difficult.
Being an entrepreneur, difficult, but exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's leave them with something. What's making work lovely for you right now? Or is there something that you're eliminating because it doesn't feel lovely?
I don't know. I feel like everything's really like trying to keep everything really simple. I couldn't say for sure like what's being eliminated.
Yeah.
But I am trying to keep it really simple and keeping it lovely. I don't know if I get to say that in the first year of something new. I mean, it's the interaction with people is lovely. And I'm, when Joel says, like, I think we really have something here. I think it's going to be okay. Like we had a couple rough days this week where it was really slow, but it was our first days being open on those days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it felt a little scary. But then, if I walk in to do like my afternoon shift and he's like, don't panic. The feedback is great. This is going to become something. It's going to be okay. Like that.
Yeah.
That makes it feel lovely. And, but it is scary. I mean, I'm definitely in like freak out mode.
Oh,
I'm having fun. I'm having fun for sure.
The roller coaster where you're like, fun. Terrified.
Right. Like this is so different. This is not just like not just like, oh, I bought another .com. Like how many of those do I own? You know what I mean? This is like when we drive by, the kids go, that's our shop. Yeah. What? So.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a total change. Somebody said to me last week, and it really stuck with me. They're like, it's good to remember that you have choices. Like, you always have a choice. And I try to remember that even with work.
Yeah.
Like you feel like the way that it is the way it's always going to be with your job, with your husband's job, with your kids being whatever. No, it's not. Like there are choices. And that's helpful, I think, when you have to work, to remember that there are choices. That doesn't mean they're always great, obviously.
It doesn't mean they're always obvious.
Or
it doesn't mean they're always obvious either. I think that's really important to remember. It's not like you just wake up every day with like this black or white situation, to choose from. No. Yeah.
No. I mean, Angela and I have probably talked about work and changes and the way we're feeling. This camera, I swear, I'm going to... hundreds and hundreds of hours have gone into...
To the point where just even we have to be disciplined with our friendship. Like, can you talk and can we not talk about work this time? Because we both enjoy our work. And so it's like a real... And we get each other. So it's a real easy conversation to shift into. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. I do... Just like your home where you paint the walls or you change your curtains or you come up with a new food system, I like to think of exercising that same sort of like dominion over work and just saying, okay, we're going to make you lovely. We're going to make you feel beautiful. We're going to keep working towards something that is good. And that can be whether you own your business or not, or work outside the home or not. So anyway, food for thought, ladies.
Comments.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah, exactly. Send us the comments and we'll be back here with you next week.
Okay. Cheers. Whoa. One more. Shay's Italian Kitchen. Shay's Italian Kitchen. In the show notes, everydaychateau.com or the location in Ephraim.
Yeah.
There we go.
Angela's let me clarify. Okay. Angela's online store is still open. You don't have to come to Ephraim.
Thank you, Shay.
To shop. You can just go online and see that inventory and read those descriptions that she's worked so hard to write
And
online, and she'll ship it to you.
Thank you. Like
You're
everyday
welcome.
Chateau and Parisian Farm girl sweatshirts that are so cute. Just saying.
I want one. Do
They're
you want an
so
Elliot
cute.
Homestead sweatshirt? 'Cause I've got a bunch of those.
Funny,
I'll
not
send
funny.
one for every member of your family.
Okay. That is so funny. All right.
All right,
we'll
ladies.
see you next week.
See you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.